What it really means to be a strong man. In today's world, the definition of strength is often misunderstood. It's not just about muscles, a deep voice, or being the loudest person in the room. True strength runs deeper. It's about self-control, quiet discipline, and the ability to face life head-on, no matter how heavy it gets. Strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. One decision, one habit, one uncomfortable choice at a time. And the truth is, being a strong man today takes work. It means choosing responsibility over excuses, action over talk, and purpose over pleasure. Most men drift through life reacting instead of leading. They chase comfort, avoid challenge, and blame others for their setbacks. But a strong man lives differently. He knows that how he spends his time, who he allows in his life, and what he does when no one's watching, that's what defines him. This guide isn't about perfection. It's about progress. These 10 habits won't make you invincible, but they will make you stronger in the ways that matter. In your mind, your character, your discipline, and your legacy. They are principles that, when lived consistently, shape you into the kind of man others look to, not because you say much, but because your actions speak for you. These habits are clear, practical, and rooted in timeless wisdom. You won't need to master them all at once. Start with one. Make it part of who you are. Then move to the next. Over time, you'll feel a shift, not just in how you live, but in how you carry yourself. This is your path, your sharpening stone, your blueprint for strength that lasts. Let's begin. 1. Own your mornings. Discipline starts at dawn. How you start your day sets the tone for everything else. Men who build strength, mentally, physically, and emotionally, know the value of a solid morning routine. Waking up early isn't about being trendy. It's about taking control before the world makes demands on you. Start by getting out of bed with purpose. Don't hit snooze. That's a small act of surrender. Instead, train your mind to move when it doesn't feel like it. That's strength. Build habits in the morning that sharpen you. Cold showers to build discomfort tolerance, stretching or exercise to build your body, journaling or reading to feed your mind. Avoid starting your day with your phone or scrolling. That immediately puts you in reaction mode. Instead, spend your first hour with intent. Set goals, read something challenging, or sit in silence to think. A strong man doesn't just wake up. He awakens his purpose daily. Morning discipline trains you to act regardless of mood. It builds inner muscle, focus, intention, and direction. And those are the tools of a powerful man. 2. Train your body, sharpen your mind. A strong man trains both the body and the mind. They are not separate. Physical strength builds confidence and resilience, but mental strength ensures you endure life's real battles. Exercise isn't just for aesthetics. It's a test of will, grit, and consistency. When you lift weights or push through a tough workout, you're not just building muscle. You're proving to yourself that you can endure pain with discipline. That builds a mindset you can apply everywhere else. Business, relationships, crisis. But strength is incomplete without a sharp, trained mind. Read every day, especially philosophy, history, or biography. Learn from those who lived well and fell hard. Keep your mind active. Write your thoughts. Question your habits. Reflect often. The modern world softens men by keeping them sedentary and distracted. But true strength is forged in discomfort. Challenge yourself daily, physically and mentally. Grow both. 3. Say what you mean. Do what you say. There's nothing more powerful and rare than a man whose word is law. If you say you'll be somewhere, show up. If you promise something, deliver. If you commit, follow through, even when it's inconvenient. Strength is trust, And trust is built by consistency between words and actions. Weak men talk big and follow small. They overpromise, underdeliver, and blame the world. Strong men speak less, but when they do, people listen. Why? Because they back it up. There's power in being dependable. It earns respect silently. This habit is hard because life gets messy. Delays happen, plans fall through. But character is revealed in how you respond. Apologize if needed, but never use excuses as your shield. You are always responsible for the energy and effort you bring. Start with small promises. I'll be there at 7. I'll get this done by Friday. Then deliver. Doing this over time builds an internal sense of pride. Your self-worth grows when your word means something. A man's strength is measured by the weight of his promises and his ability to carry them. 4. Embrace hard things voluntarily. Most people avoid difficulty until life forces it on them. A strong man does the opposite. He seeks it out by choice. He trains himself through voluntary discomfort so that when real adversity comes, he's already familiar with the feeling. He doesn't flinch, he responds. This could mean cold exposure, hard workouts, learning a new skill, fasting, or taking on tough conversations. It's not about masochism. It's about mental armor. Every time you do something hard, even when no one's watching, you strengthen the voice inside you that says, I can handle this. In a world that rewards ease and comfort, strength is now a rebellion. It's rare. That's why it stands out. The man who faces challenges head-on builds self-trust. He doesn't need to feel ready. He acts because he chooses to rise above comfort. Start small. Do something difficult each day. Delay a pleasure. Wake up earlier. Push for one more rep. Read something dense. Have that honest conversation you've been avoiding. You will never regret doing the hard thing, but you will regret the version of you that always ran from it. 5. Live by values, not feelings. Feelings come and go like weather. They're real, but they aren't always true. A strong man doesn't let emotions steer his life. He lets values guide him. Courage, honesty, patience, resilience, discipline. These are the internal compass points that stay fixed when everything else changes. When you live by values, your decisions become clearer. You no longer ask, what feels good right now? But, what's the right thing to do right now? That's a mark of strength. Doing what's right, especially when it's inconvenient or painful. Emotions have their place. They alert us, teach us, challenge us, but they should not lead us. If you always act based on how you feel, you will quit too soon, react too fast, and stay stuck. Discipline kicks in when motivation fades, and that's where strength is born. Define your values clearly. Write them down. Review them often. When hard moments come, and they will, your values will keep you from falling into weakness or regret. Being a man of values in a world of quick feelings, that's rare strength, and that's your path. 6. Learn to sit in silence and think. In a noisy world, silence is a superpower. Most men avoid being alone with their thoughts. They distract themselves with noise, screens, or shallow routines. But true strength is built in quiet reflection. A strong man makes time to think deeply without interference. When you sit in silence, even for just 10 minutes a day, you create space to listen to your inner voice. You start to understand what you want, where you're headed, and what's been weighing on you. Many of your answers are already inside. You just need stillness to hear them. This is how great leaders, thinkers, and warriors sharpened their minds. They asked themselves hard questions and sat with the discomfort of honest answers. That's where clarity is born. Start simple. Sit in silence without music or your phone. Ask, what do I need to face? What am I avoiding? Or what matters most right now? Silence reveals truth. and facing truth without flinching is a sign of a powerful man. 7. Take full responsibility for your life. Strong men don't blame. They take ownership of their past, their actions, their failures, and their future. No matter what's happened to them, they say, "It's still my job to respond well." Victimhood is easy. Blaming your parents, your boss, your partner, or the world feels good for a moment, but it robs you of power. Responsibility, on the other hand, gives you the wheel. It may be hard, but it's yours. When you own your results, you gain control. If you're unhappy, you fix it. If something's broken, you try to repair it. If you fail, you learn and adjust. That's strength in action. This doesn't mean you blame yourself for everything, it means you take charge of what happens next. That shift in mindset turns boys into men. Ask, what in my life have I not taken responsibility for? Then start there. Own it. Change it, lead yourself. 8. Guard your circle. Who you spend time with shapes you. You become like the men you spend the most time with. If they're lazy, bitter, or weak, you'll mirror that energy. But if they're disciplined, focused, and sharp, you'll naturally rise to meet their standard. The strong man chooses his circle carefully. Your environment either fuels your growth or slows it down. Don't waste time with people who constantly complain, gossip, or drag others down. That energy will infect you over time, even if you think you're immune. Instead, find men who challenge you to be better, who hold you accountable, speak truth, and walk with integrity. These aren't always easy friendships, but they are real. A good circle sharpens you, just like iron sharpens iron. If you don't have people like this yet, be that man first. Lead by example. Level up your habits, your speech, your actions. You'll attract others who are doing the same. Strength is contagious, but so is weakness. Choose wisely. 9. Control your vices before they control you. Every man has temptations, whether it's comfort, anger, lust, ego, or addiction. The difference between a weak man and a strong one is who's in control. A strong man masters his impulses. He doesn't let momentary pleasure destroy long-term peace. Vices start small. One late night becomes 5. One excuse becomes your new routine. One bad habit becomes a lifestyle. That's how strength erodes. Not all at once, but through 1,000 tiny compromises. To fight this, you need awareness. Know your patterns. Track what drags you backward, and build habits that make it hard to fall. Set boundaries, create structure. Talk to someone when you need help. There's no shame in that. Remember, your mind and body are a kingdom. Either you rule it, or your vices do. Every time you resist the easy road, you sharpen your will. Discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect in action. 10. Build a legacy, not just a life. Strong men don't just live for the moment. They think beyond themselves. They want to leave something behind. A lesson, an example, a name worth remembering. This mindset changes how you move. It gives your life weight. Legacy isn't always about money or fame. It's about impact. How do people feel after being around you? What do your kids, friends, or team learn from you? What will they say when you're gone? Ask yourself, am I building something that will outlast me? That question changes how you spend your time. You stop chasing empty goals and start focusing on meaningful actions. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It means you live with intention, you think long-term, you plant seeds you may never see grow, but you plant them anyway. Your legacy is built in your daily choices. Start now. Strength is a daily choice. Being a strong man isn't about reaching a final destination, it's about how you show up every single day. It's not built overnight, and it's not about being perfect. It's about becoming a little better, a little sharper, and a little more disciplined than you were yesterday. These 10 habits aren't just advice. They're a foundation. They remind you that your actions, your mindset, and your values shape the kind of man you are becoming. Some days you'll fall short. That's okay. Strong men don't pretend they never struggle. They face the struggle and keep going anyway. Strength is in the small things. Waking up early, controlling your emotions, saying no to what weakens you and saying yes to what builds you. It's choosing purpose over pleasure, long-term growth over quick rewards. You don't need to wait for the right time. Start now, with one habit, then another, one small decision at a time. And before you know it, you're no longer the same man you used to be. You're stronger, wiser, more grounded. And that version of you? He's the man the world needs. Keep building. Like and subscribe for more.